What an outfit. The boos of the crowd.
Yeah. And Mayweather just behind him, is he just whispering things to him, just talking to him. And he'll be just focused on what Mayweather's saying to him.
So talking to him all the way to the ring. And now let's listen to the reaction that he'll get when he actually steps inside the auditorium.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, here in London, the champion, the Tank, Gervonta Davis!
I think it's only kill to be killed.
I'm ready to put on a show come Saturday night.
Good shot. Oh, my word.
You know, he's like my son. I love him. We've been through a lot.
I don't think he'll make it past the 6th round.
Terrific jump. And a big leg hook to the head.
We got Bugattis, we got private jets, we got it all. But one thing about us, we're not through. We're here to kick ass.
Is the 22-year-old American Gervonta Davis really the future of boxing? Well, tonight is going to show us just a little bit more about whether or not that is actually the case. Liam Walsh has been kept waiting up in the ring a long time, and still we await the arrival of Gervonta Davis. All around the auditorium, the thousands here are standing up, waiting for him, and now there he is. The champion is ready. He doesn't say a lot outside the ring, Tank, but he was spectacular against Jose Pedraza. But Pedraza on the night, a lot of people have said, was simply awful. Is that the case, or was he just made to look awful? Floyd Mayweather, his mentor, walking in alongside him. He first met Gervonta Davis when he asked him for an autograph when he was preparing for the Canelo fight. And he said that he took one look at him and thought, this lad is something special. They went to the gym, they had a look at him, and then he knew he was special. He signed him, and now at 22, he is the IBF Junior Lightweight Champion of the world. He stepped through the ropes, followed by Floyd Mayweather and the rest of a very sizable entourage. The IBF World Champions belt being carried in as well. Goodness me, how many of them are there, Richie? Must be about 15 or 20.
I wouldn't like to pay them all, I know that much.
More of them wanting to get up into the ring and security stopping them coming, which I think will probably be a bit of a relief to Mike Goodall, the man who put the ring up in the first place. There's a lot of people in there. But Liam Walsh, look how smiling and relaxed he looks as well.
Yeah, he doesn't look phased, does he? That's a good reaction from Liam Walsh there. Doesn't look phased at all.
Big occasion for the referee, Michael Alexander. Just checking over the gloves, having a final look at both fighters. There you see Walsh, the bigger man, the older man. But the bigger reach, interestingly, with Gervonta Davis. Got himself into terrific shape. He struggled to make the weight, but he got there in the end. Both of them at 10 stones exactly at the check weigh-in stipulated by the IBF. That took place at 9 o'clock this morning. But all that is so much talking now, so much hot air. Now the talking is just about over. Time for the jackets to be removed, and the fighting is almost with us. I wonder what he's thinking, because you forget, he is still very young, very inexperienced.
It's his second world title fight, that's all. So everyone is obviously associating with Floyd Mayweather, one of the most experienced of people in boxing. But this fella is young, yeah, he's hungry, but he's very inexperienced. So what's he going to be like? He's never gone 12 rounds. The furthest he's been is a 9 round. I think he stopped running the 9th round, so he's never actually been 12 rounds. So, like Steve Hunt said earlier, he's very inexperienced indeed as a champion.
Brought up in a 1-bedroom apartment in Baltimore, taken into care. He was in foster homes. His mother was a drug addict, and Floyd Mayweather came from a similar sort of background, and he now gives him final words to tell him, you're the champion, this is your moment. Will Liam Walsh be the man to explode that?
Listen, same way, same ball. Ready? Let's go, baby.
Well, is he ready? Is it going to be Davis's moment, or Walsh? Is he going to produce a great moment for British boxing? Here now, our MC, Andy Friedlander.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming live from the sold-out Copper Box Arena in London, England, this is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds for the IBF Junior Lightweight Championship of the World. Brought to you by Frank Warren in association with Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions, and sponsored by 32 Red, Foot Asylum and Raynham Steel. This bout is sanctioned by the IBF supervisor in charge, Roberto Ria. Scoring this fight, our three ringside judges are Howard Foster, Robin Taylor and Dion Dart. And when the action begins, your referee in charge from Doncaster, England, Michael Alexander. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, with a perfect professional record of 21 wins and no losses, 14 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He weighed in at 9 stone 4 pounds, fighting out of Cromer, England, Liam Walsh. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, he too holds a professional record with a perfect 17 wins, no losses, 16 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He's scaled 9 stone 4 pounds and fights out of Baltimore, USA, the reigning, defending, undefeated IBF super featherweight champion of the world, the Tank, Gervonta Davis.
Dog time. Right, lads, you both know the rules, so let's just have a good, clean fight, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times, all right? Touch gloves. Keep it.
Well, what tactics will Liam Walsh employ? Will he go in there and start fast and trying to get the respect of Gervonta Davis? Davis, we know, loads up with just about everything. He tries to throw heavy punches. There's a feeling, would he weaken in the second half of the fight? How tight at the weight was he? Will that be a problem? So many theories, so many thoughts. Now the world title fight is underway. Tremendous atmosphere here at the Copper Box. And who's going to impose their personality first on this opening round?
It's important that Walsh starts positive behind that jab. Hit and move tactics is the way he should be going about it, in my opinion. Davis, we know, big puncher, needs the target to be standing static in front of him. That's where he really develops that strength and the power in his shots. Watch out for his left uppercut on the inside. It's a dangerous shot, and his lead up especially, very, very powerful.
Not a great employer of the jab, Gervonta Davis, but his left hook, that's the power shot. And he was looking for the jaw of Walsh with that one. Floyd Mayweather, incidentally, is standing about 3 yards away from where I'm commentating, jigging from foot to foot, living every punch in there with Davis, and that's a nice sharp right-hand lead from Walsh.
Yeah, it's important that Walsh also, John, starts fast with his jab. Davis has already thrown a couple of good heavy left hands, and he's obviously looking to land that shot over the top. But it's not a bad shot, a start from Walsh. He's got to be more positive with that jab. But again, Davis there, he's strong, he's powerful on that front foot.
Walsh, the older man by 9 years. All the rhetoric, all the talk, I don't think it's got to him this week. Nice jab from Davis, good accuracy. Smaller man, palpably punching up with that jab.
Well, he's a smaller man, but he's a longer reach, hasn't he? So he has got the reach over Walsh. And again, Walsh is holding his feet a little bit. He's just switched to orthodox as Walsh. So he's just trying to confuse Davis, maybe.
Mayweather shouting to Davis, take your time, don't get carried away. Walsh tried to respond with a little bit of his own retribution there after the referee had spoken to Davis. Quiet opening round.
Yeah,
so
cagey one, isn't it? Bit of a scouting mission for both boxers here.
Those two jabs taken on the gloves by Walsh, keeping a nice high guard. And it's a cagey sort of opening round. Not a lot to separate them. Again, Davis falls short with that attempted backhand left hand. There's a nice right hand from Walsh, which does find the target, and a body shot. And the bell sounds to end an interesting, though quiet, opening round.
Inside, let them combinations go here. Deep breath, let out slow, man. Bucket, spit in. Bucket. How you doing?
Really difficult to split them in that opening round, Richie. Not a lot in it.
Tough round to score, isn't it? It's either way, or for me, it went 10-10. Nothing in the round at all. This fella started probably a little bit better, but Walsh ended the round pretty impressively. Last 10 to 15 seconds, nothing in it.
Round 2.
Davis suggesting that Liam Walsh was scared when he sat down. Well, we will see. Move now into the second round. Of course, this one's scheduled for 12 rounds as a world title fight. And a shake of the head from Davis, who's saying something to Walsh in there. Maybe just wanting to goad the Englishman in there to get him into range, to land some of his power shots.
Well, it's a classic case now of both boxers wanting their opponent to lead off. That's why nothing's happening. Walsh is actually coming forward, he's just edging forward, but he wants Davis to throw a shot, but Davis, very clever, sitting back, won't commit. You know, this is two counter punches, remember, here, and they're trying to get the opponent to lead off, and it's a bit of a stalemate.
So far, Pedraza was right into the face of Davis, trying to walk him down for much of that fight, which really just played into his hands. Walshy, Walshy is the chant of the Copper Box crowd. Davis falling short with that left hand. Studying concentration on the faces of both men.
Cagey from both boxers here.
Very much so.
Walsh won't commit, will he? That's a little bit better, but he's got to hit the target there, John. Just missed with that right hand.
And managed to slip inside the attempted counter, and then tried to rough Davis up inside. Referee Michael Alexander pushing Walsh back. Good left hand from Davis. Walsh has to take it.
It was a good left hand, but there was just a sign of that foot when he brings his left leg through. He came square, but Walsh didn't respond to it. He's got to watch out for that and throw that right hook or a right uppercut or even a straight right hand. As Davis comes forward with that left hand of his, he brings that left leg round. He's trying to put so much power into the shot, and he just comes, occasionally he comes square. Can Walsh catch him?
Davis not making the rapid start which many had predicted. Floyd Mayweather continues to shout his instructions. There's the left-hand counter from Davis. He has got fast hands. Power puncher who's been likened to Mike Tyson in his style. Ronald McIntosh is going to try and get a word with Floyd Mayweather at the end of this round. Another tight one, but maybe the cleaner shots coming from Davis. See if Ronald can get a word with Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., thank you for joining us ringside. Your assessment of the contest to this point.
Well, I'm not Floyd Mayweather Jr., I'm Floyd Joy Mayweather. My father is Floyd Mayweather. But I'm liking it so far. Tank is boxing, he's being smart, he's controlling the action, and that's what we're looking for.
What would you like to see him do more of as the contest progresses?
I think eventually he's going to break him down and knock him out. I truly believe he's going to do that.
You're living and breathing every shot. What advice are you passing on while he's in there performing in this his first world title defense?
I'm happy for him. A young kid from Baltimore, without nothing, and worked his way to something. I'm pleased with him, and I'm happy with his performance.
Thank you very much indeed for your time.
Floyd Mayweather turns and shouts encouragement to Gervonta Davis. You could see he was looking to see what this almost father figure was doing at ringside, and now we carry on into the third. Davis take that last one for you, Richie?
I think so. We'll give another close round, but Davis for me did the better work. A little bit busier, wasn't he, than Walsh. Walsh for most of the round was boxing as an orthodox. Now he switched back to southpaw, but Davis won't commit whatsoever. Just waiting patiently. Clever, and then springs out, doesn't he, with that lead hand of his.
Well, I did suggest beforehand that it could turn into a little bit of a stalemate for a while, and there's not been a huge amount of action in this fight so far. Intriguing, we're in the third round, you sense that it's going to explode. Davis lands with a left hand to the body as he continues to talk to Walsh. And another one aimed at the body. There's the left over the top. Talking all the time, goading Walsh.
And what he's also doing, John, is dictating the pace, and that's very, very important at this stage of the contest. What we need to see now from Liam is maybe go through the gears a little bit, put his opponent maybe under a little bit more pressure, throw more punches. There were times against Jose Pedraza where Davis was uncomfortable because of the pace that Pedraza was setting. That's what needs to happen here for Liam Walsh. At the moment, Davis is dictating things, he's dictating the pace, slowing it down, talking to him. At the moment, he's boxing well.
Walsh has certainly not been able to jump on him yet and impose himself in any sort of way. All the power shots, all the big attempted shots are coming from Davis. At this point, there's a big left hand, and Walsh wants to hold on. He knows that he hurt him with that one. Land on the side of the head and another one. He's desperately trying to rough him up, trying to hold on inside Walsh, but Davis knows he's hurting, and he's going looking for him now, and he's trying to finish it here, and he puts him down with the left hand in the third round. The power of Davis, and Walsh just couldn't live with it.
Yeah, a couple of big shots there, went in from Davis, left hand especially, but Liam Walsh has got to get his hands up, John. His hands are still too low, he's got to get them up.
He's on unsteady legs. He looks as though he's gone here, Walsh. One more and it's all over. He stopped it. He stopped it. He's annoyed. He thinks it's a premature finish. But when Davis unleashed the power shots, there was only going to be one winner. And Gervonta Davis is still the champion. And Liam Walsh, I'm afraid to say, has found that world class of this young man has been just too much. And he was blown away with those powerful left hooks. And when they detonated on his head in that third round, there was no way back. And referee Michael Alexander was straight in there pretty much to say that is enough. Was it too soon?
You know what, looking at it, my first instinct and reaction was that it was a little bit too soon, but we'll have to see it again. The referee, I've always say, the referee's a lot closer than what we are. He's looking into the eyes of the boxer, but on first reaction, I thought it was a little bit too soon. Let's have another look at it. But there's no denying Davis's performance. He started off very cagey, he worked his way in, he caught Walsh with a couple of really good shots. Let's have a look here. He's in trouble at this stage. There's that one left hand there. Now Walsh is trying to grab him here. He's just trying to get away from him. in terms of the punches, trying to get up close and nullify his opponent's work, but it didn't work. Now look how low his hands are, John. Then he gets caught with that big left one there, and again, and then he goes to the ground. And that's mainly because Walsh didn't get his guard up. A couple of big shots there that could have been avoided. The referee jumps in. I'm not so sure, John.
Well, he decided, made the decision, and the celebrations began for Davis. Let's take another look. Well, that landed somewhere around the ear, and you can see the concern of Michael Alexander. Straight away he's in there. Straight away he's in there and says that is enough. And Liam Walsh, I'm afraid at no stage of that fight looked as though he was going to pull off the upset.
No, he didn't, but John, again, I would say, from my first reaction and looking at it there, I still think that was a little bit too soon.
Well, that's going to be a talking point. Did the fight finish too quickly? What you can say is that Walsh was holding on, desperately trying to buy a few seconds all the way, and the street fighter in Davis came off. He wouldn't be stifled. He was pushing him away.
Give it a return, let's come to Davis.
He knew what to do, John, didn't he?
Michael saying, let's have a return, let's go to Vegas. Well, I don't know about that. He looked pretty impressive, blew him away, but was it just too soon? He is a talent, though, unquestionably. He's exciting, he's explosive, and he's allied to the biggest star of them all.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of big punches went in there, they're high on the tempo, but again, Walsh didn't get the hands up, and this fella knows how to finish him off. You've got to give him credit for such an inexperienced champion. He certainly knows how to finish an opponent off. That's 17 knockouts now in the 18 contests that he's had. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. It was a cagey start, like I said. He waited, he was very patient, he didn't commit, and maybe he just dictated the pace a little bit too good for this fella at the end of the day, John, and Walsh just couldn't adapt and he couldn't raise the tempo, and he's been caught with big shots, but at the end of the day I thought it was just a little bit premature. But Walsh, although he was a brave kid, he just didn't get those hands up.
Liam, I'm afraid to say, is going to feel as though he didn't really get into the fight. Words of congratulations for Frank Warren, who really fancied Liam Walsh's chances tonight, but it wasn't to be. And so it is victory for Gervonta Davis. Let's get now, I think, the confirmation of the results, and then after that we will be hearing from the main protagonists.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Michael Alexander calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes and 11 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner. And still, the IBF Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, the Tank, Gervonta Davis.
It was comfortable, very comfortable indeed, and I think the only question, Steve, is whether you felt that the stoppage was justified there.
Not at all. I'm going to go completely against the grain. I thought it should have been stopped when the referee had him on the ropes, because you're looking at his body from there, and he stumbled back into the ropes. And if a guy gets up and he's already had 10, 12 seconds, and he's still stumbling against a banger like Davis, it's got to be stopped there. So I don't think it was early. If anything, it could have been stopped 10 seconds earlier for me.
Barry Jones?
Yeah, I wouldn't have argued with the stoppage, to be honest. I just thought that, well, because you know that Davis can punch and how comfortable he was, and to be honest, Liam Walsh was a little bit wobbly on his legs. Yeah. And when you get up like that and you get a bit of puncher who's very calm and patient like Davis was, it's going to be trouble. I think the referee was the perfect stoppage for me. But it was a shame though, because it was a shame for Walsh. He just come up against, he'd been waiting for a while for a world title fight, and tonight he just came up against what might be a quite exceptional young fighter.
Because he should have been defending his title. He should have beaten Pedraza. There should have been Liam Walsh's maybe third or fourth defence tonight. That's just the way the boxing works when you get injured and things go against you. So it was harsh for him tonight. But Davis is a patient man. He's mature beyond his years. Don't worry about that, Paul. And I like him. And I tell you what, I don't think he's a bad kid.
Steve, Barry, more from you in a moment. To Ronald.
Gervonta Davis, a successful first defense of your IBF super-featherweight title. Your thoughts on the performance you have just produced here in London?
First of all, I want to thank God, because without him, ain't nothing possible. I want to thank my promoter, my management, Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellerby, Al Heyman, my home team. Today the performance was great, I ended my camp in Las Vegas with Floyd Mayweather Jr. He was a lot. He made a lot in camp, you know, because he just stuck with me. He trained with me, you know. I just want to say thank you for Showtime for broadcasting me. Thank you for BT Sports, you know, Bach Nation, the whole UK fans that turned in, everybody that turned in on Showtime. Thank you. I appreciate you very much.
When you missed the weight yesterday by a mere 2 ounces, a lot of people were making quite a lot of it, wondering whether you were tight at the weight. You said, hey, it's just 2 ounces. How strong and comfortable did you feel at the championship limit of 130?
When I missed weight, I actually woke up that morning, weighed myself on the scale. I was 130. When I got to the scale, I was 132. So I was, you know, a little frustrated because I knew I was confident that I was on weight. But that setback meant a lot. It just matured me, you know, just to come in prepared and stay professional, because I got a lot of people that's watching me, waiting on my downfall, and a lot of people that is looking up to me. So I want to be perfect all around the board.
Well, congratulations on a devastating first defense of your IBS Super Feather crown. Let's bring in a man who is your promoter, Floyd Joy Mayweather. Floyd, 49-0, perfection in a professional boxing ring. Your assessment on the performance your star pupil has just produced here tonight.
I thought that it was going to take a couple more rounds for him to get the guy out of there. But I take my hat off to Liam Walsh. He's a tough competitor. I take my hat off to the UK fans. Thanks for coming out, supporting this event. And the only thing we want to do is continue to let the young fighters like this grow. I'm proud of Tank. I want him to keep up the good work, keep working hard, and he'll be back in the ring within a few months.
Within a few months, who can we expect to see him match up against? It's a red-hot division at 130. How do you plot his progress from here?
We just want to take one fight at a time. There's no rush. He's still young. He has a lot of fight left in him. So we just want to take one fight at a time and see where we go from here.
Now, Floyd, we know that this is Gervonta's night. We know that you're here as his promoter.
Yes.
But being around the big fight atmosphere, which you were such a central part of for so long, how much does this whet your appetite to get back in the ring? And I've got to ask you, how likely is a matchup between yourself and Conor McGregor in the boxing ring, contesting under the Queensberry rules?
Well, if me and Conor McGregor do happen to make the fight happen, which I think the fight will happen, I would love for this young kid to be on the undercard. I also would like Badu Jack to be on the undercard. But tonight's Tank night. Let's talk about him. He done a great job. He done a tremendous job. I had a great career, and my career may not be over. Number 50 may be against Conor McGregor. We'll just wait and see. But tonight is Tank night. He went out there. He looked brilliant, and I give him an A+.
Well, Floyd Joy Mayweather, thank you very much indeed for your time. We look forward to your next step, and we certainly look forward to your next step, Gervonta Davis, still the IBF Super Featherweight Champion of the world. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Liam Walsh. Liam, if you could join us. Liam Walsh just exchanging pleasantries in respect with the man who has just conquered him. He's obviously disappointed, but he's moving around under his own steam. Liam, commiserations, your first loss as a professional. Wasn't your night tonight on the biggest fight of your life. Your thoughts on the fight and how it ultimately transpired for you?
First and foremost, I've got to congratulations to Gervonta. He fought a good fight. He was smart. He was very fast. I knew he was fast, but he was very quick. I'm gutted. I'm really gutted because I didn't box. I didn't box the best I could box. But I also believe I need to watch it back. But I believe I've got to be given more of a chance. I don't know, maybe people might be laughing here and saying I'm a fool, but I've been down once, yeah, fair enough, but I didn't feel I was completely out on my feet. No way. It's a world title fight. I've been training 20-odd years for this fight, and to go in so quick, and that's no diss on Mark Alexander because he's a brilliant ref. I was over the moon when I saw he was the ref because I thought he's a spot-on ref, and I'm gutted. I'm gutted for all my fans who've travelled. It's what it is, isn't it? It's, yeah.
Well, we know you're disappointed. You said in the midst of that answer you just gave us there that you didn't box as well as you feel you could. Was that down to Gervonta and his aggression and pressure in the ring? Why do you think you weren't able to deliver and perform as you would have liked on this, your big stage?
Yeah, I think you've got to give him the credit, and ultimately said the better man won on the night. The game plan was just get him into the middle late rounds. I felt so much physically bigger. He was very sharp, but gutted. I'm gutted. It's yeah, that's what it is. I mean,
Well, we can sense your disappointment. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. But just before I let you go, what do you think your next step is now? It's your first defeat, your only loss as a professional to this point. You don't become a bad fighter overnight. So what do you think your next step will be?
I'm not so sure as of now. We'll have to speak to Frank, but as for being done, I am far from done. I'm so gutted because I know I am so much better. He caught me in the ear. My legs did go, clearly. I need to watch it back, but I'm so much better than that. So much better. I'm sorry. I'm gutted. Well, you know, judge me from here. You can't. It's easy judging men when it's all going good. It's going good. Judge me now. Just share a rise. Watch me rise. You know. It's yeah, I'm gutted. Go on.
Well, apologies for the industrial strength language, but you can understand Liam Walsh's disappointment. Liam, commiserations. Thank you for taking the time to speak to us. And many great fighters have come back from their first setback in the professional ranks. We look to watching your return in the professional boxing ring. Thank you very much indeed, and commiserations tonight.
Thank you, man. Thank you to all the fans who come and travelled and supported me. Thank you very much. I'm forever indebted. Thank you.